Hello and good morning. My name's Amanda and I'm the Community Outreach Coordinator here at the Missouri Poison Center. Today we're going to talk about some general first aid for poisoning. What do you think you'll do if something happens? Maybe you find your child getting into those vitamins or somebody getting splashed or sprayed, get something in your eye. What are some of the basic steps that you should take for a poisoning? We all kind of know that often our first instinct is to panic or to freak out as a parent, but we want to make sure that you're comfortable ahead of time. You have some basic instructions, and then we always encourage that you call the poison helpline at 1-800-222-1222, and we can give you free, confidential, individualized medical advice. So let's talk some basics. First, we're just going to really get into the fact that there are four major routes of poisoning. And by far, the most common route of poisoning is something that is swallowed, whether it's a liquid, a solid product like a medication, or something else. Over probably, I'd say 75% of poisonings that involve people are something that is swallowed. So the most common. Another common area, less common, and these all kind of are in equal portions, would be something that gets into your eye. Often this is something splashed or sprayed, a liquid product that gets into the eye. And then we know that things that get into the eye can also get on the skin, similarly, like something like a cleaning product or a chemical that you use in your garden. And then last but not least, we have inhaled. And inhaled can mean something that's breathed in, whether it's a gas form like carbon monoxide or chlorine gas. And then there are other routes of poisoning. We're not going to really go into snakes or envenomations, but there are other routes, but these are the four most common ones that we talk about. So first off, we're going to start by talking through the most common way someone is poisoned, by somebody swallowing something. I hope these videos play well for us. Oops. All right, let's start that one over. All right, that is one of our first aid videos on poisons that are swallowed. Some of the key points in this type of exposure are that we do not recommend inducing vomiting for anything anymore. That was treatment we used to suggest for poisoning way back in the day, but it is not a recommended treatment. Neither is the use of charcoal or other methods to induce vomiting. So really get the product out of the mouth, whether it's wiping the mouth, having the person rinse or spit, and then giving a serving of fluids to help dilute it, and then give us a call so we can help you with individualized medical treatment. All right. Next, we're going to talk about the eyes and sort of some of the treatment for that. All right. So for our eyes, a couple of our key factors that we talk about in terms of, treatment. You want to remove any contact lenses if someone has a contact lens in, because it doesn't effectively rinse the eye if you've got that covering most of the surface of the eye. Additionally, have the person blink as much as possible. There's no need to really forcefully keep the eye open. The more they can blink and even tear up helps to reduce some of the risk there with the chemical in the eye. So We also do not recommend the use of general eye drops after, especially any like allergy or medicated eye drops, because those can mask some of the symptoms that we see and want to see after an exposure. So start rinsing. 5 to 10 minutes is a good rule of thumb, and then give us a call at the Poison Center. All right, let's talk about inhaled poisons next. All right. So in terms of a inhaled poison like carbon monoxide, chlorine gas, or other inhaled types of things, we want to make sure we get into fresh air. It really does make sense to do that. It's something we would normally naturally do on our own. Obviously, if anyone is experiencing major symptoms like unconsciousness or you have trouble awakening them, that is a total 911 call. But otherwise, open doors and windows, get yourself and other loved ones out of the home and get fresh air, and then give us a call. All right. Oops, I'm going backwards. Let's go forward. How about that? All right. And last but not least, let's go through poison on the skin. All right. Just to recap on that one, of course, if you have any, clothing that might have come in contact or shoes or socks, make sure that's removed before you start rinsing. And then lots and lots of water, running water, warm water is fine. It's usually more tolerable. And then just rinse, rinse, rinse. 5 to 10 minutes is a good rule of thumb. And then often we will suggest adding soap at the end just to sort of get off that chemical or product depending on what it is. So start that rinsing and then give us a call for further treatment advice. So those are some of the basics of what to do when a poisoning does happen. But I do want to encourage you to save the Missouri Poison Center or the poison help number in your phone ahead of an emergency or an exposure. You have it when you need us, when you're not panicking, and when you can easily take that phone number down and make sure that you reach out to us. We are 24/7, 365 days out of the year. We are always available. One of our specially trained nurses or pharmacists would be able to give you further medical advice based on your exact situation. So that phone number is 1-800-222-1222. I encourage you to save that right now and give us a call if we can help you anytime.